Hello and welcome to the Irving Archives and Museum Digital Storytime and Project. Today we'll be exploring the exhibition Apron Strings Ties to the Past with a storybook and craft project. You can visit the exhibition online by going to iaconlineart.com and following these prompts. It is here where you can learn more details, walk through the exhibition virtually, and read labels to learn more about each object in the exhibition. Now let's walk through some of the exhibition together. Apron Strings is an exhibition that features aprons from the early 1900s up to the present day. There are so many different kinds of aprons. They can be fun and decorative for the holidays, or plain and purely functional, or somewhere in between. This practical item of clothing tells a story unique to its owner. Now here's an example with the bright yellow chicken. You can almost imagine the cheerful personality of its owner. Later we'll be making a doll apron inspired by the patterns you see here. But first, let's read a story. My Apron by Eric Carle. My Uncle Adam wears a white apron. The apron has a big pocket in front. He is a plasterer. He plasters houses inside and outside. I want a white apron with a pocket, and I want to help my Uncle Adam. My Aunt Elizabeth measures me. She cuts a piece of cloth and sews an apron with a pocket for me. Thank you, Aunt Elizabeth. I love my apron. In the morning, my Uncle Adam and I go to work. First, we mix a batch of plaster. Then my uncle asked me to carry the plaster up to the top floor so he can plaster the chimney. All morning, I carry the plaster up the stairs to my Uncle Adam. Thank you, says my Uncle Adam. You are a good helper. At lunchtime, my Uncle Adam and I sit down and eat and talk. All afternoon, I go up and down the stairs to carry plaster to my Uncle Adam. I'm a good helper. Late in the afternoon, my Uncle Adam and I go home to supper. Next year, I'll help my uncle again, and then I'll get a cap, just like my Uncle Adam's. Now let's make a mini apron for a doll or stuffed animal. Go ahead and pause the video and gather these supplies. And so here we have our plain paper towel. You can see that it comes with a kind of quilted pattern that we'll use as a guideline to make our design. Now be sure that you protect your surface so that the marker doesn't seep through. And then what we're going to do is start with our permanent marker and follow along with the pattern. Here I am skipping every other dot just to leave some space and create some interest. And so you'll just follow along like this and make sure to do as much or as little as you like. Next, you'll need your paints. I'm using gouache here, but any water-based paint will do. And make sure to water them down, and then you're going to want to go in and basically start filling in your pattern, like so. And as you fill in, you may want to alternate colors. 3 to 4 different colors is probably going to give you the best results. And so just keep track of where you are in your pattern. And then basically you're going to continue on like this until the entire paper towel is covered with your design. And here it is all filled in. You can see some variation in the paint thickness, and that's okay. The overall effect is still pretty neat. Then you'll want to give it a couple minutes to dry, and we'll need to add our ties. So I'm using washi tape here, but you could just as easily use a piece of ribbon or some string and fold over the napkin and let the ties come off of either side so it can easily wrap around the middle of your doll or your stuffed animal. And there you have it. You've now made a mini version of this useful and unique article of clothing, the apron. Thanks for watching. See you soon.